All right. All right. Hello. Hello. It's been a minute. I think it's been about 5 weeks. It's been a minute. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to Faith Day Live. Come on in. This is a check in. It's been a long time. It's been about 5 weeks or so. But I just want to do a little check in today. Want to share a few things that's going on and what's also been happening. Hey, let me see. She is. Hello, sweetie. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to Faith Day Live. I am your host, Gladys Kenney, faith motivator, author, speaker, cancer survivor. And I just wanted to hop on and share and do a little check-in to see who will be interested in continuing to hear Faith Day Live. Have you guys missed it? Because I want to apologize. Oh, my mentee's on here, but she's full grown now. I'm no longer her mentor. She is full grown doing her thing, and I am so proud of her. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Trinae, Bunny. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? I am checking in because for multiple reasons. One, I had the great honor and privilege on last evening to actually be a special guest on the Real Room. And hold on, I want to switch this light. It's a little dark. Okay. And by me being on there, sharing my journey of how God blessed me to conquer cancer, and I ended up losing a job. I had several things that happened, but even through it all, by the grace of God, God kept me. He allowed me to birth multiple books, as you can see in the background. I know it's a little blurry on Instagram, but he allowed, even in the midst of tragedy, for me to triumph. And I know I'm not by myself. And as I was just sharing, one of the things that came out of me going through treatment and going through so many challenges is Faith Day Live was birthed out of that. And during last night's interview, it reminded me that I needed to get back to it. I needed to show back up. And part of my reason for my delay is because God changed. He actually, what did he do? He ordered my steps. I had to pause for a minute. And I do want to apologize for those who have followed me and who were definitely getting used to the Faith Day Live, returning back or what have you. I want to apologize for the abrupt change and stop. But please forgive me and know I'm coming back, because now that God has brought forth some level of calm and continuity and some stability in some things, now I have been able to add it back into my schedule, add it back into my regimen. And I'm like, you know what? If I can't do every Friday, twice a week is going to be twice a week. I'll be doing Faith Day Live, different words of inspiration, uplifting, having special guests. And those are my plans. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you and encouraging you and hearing from you, because what has helped me along this way, how I've been able to step out on faith. I didn't just do it alone, although moments I did have to do some things alone, but building myself in a community amongst other believers who are those who would just support or be willing to step out on faith, be willing to pray, be willing to support. And it takes a village, you just can't do it alone, and for those who are new to me, I have recently relocated to a new city, a whole new region, right? And that was done by faith. And this week actually celebrates my full year of being here. And that is amazing to me. And as I was going through the pre-interview for my interview on last night, I was really reflecting how, God, you are so awesome. Because when God told me last July, the end of July, he told me I was visiting the area that I'm currently residing in now. I was visiting the area, and God spoke in my spirit, prepare to move. This is your land filled with milk and honey. And I was like, okay, but God, what about this? What about that? And I was like, God, I'm open to it, but you're going to have to guide me. You're going to have to lead. And how many of you know, in order to step out on faith, you have to allow God to lead you and to guide you? How many of you know that? Hello, I done took my glasses off, so I can't see, but welcome. I'm sorry. Welcome. But God was giving me confirmation, and he spoke in my spirit, and I held onto his word, and I began to do some practical things. What were the practical things? The practical things were, I started applying for different jobs. I started looking for a place. I started trying to get my license, social work license transfer. And I started doing some practical things. I started having to start packing by faith. And I'll tell you this, when God initially gave me that word, I didn't know where I was going. I say I knew what location, but I didn't know the housing. I didn't have a job lined up. I didn't have anything lined up, but it took faith, right? And as I would step out, God started making, it was like he was putting footsteps down as I would step out. And then sometimes, guess what? The door would close. Like when I said I applied for a place, one of the first places I applied for, I got denied. And I was like, wait a minute, God, I'm stepping out. I'm starting to invest in this word you gave me to move and to, and I'm like, I done spent some of the money because I'm like, well, I'll need this, I'll need that. What do you mean denied? But I said, you know what? Okay, I still believe you. If that door is closing, you must have another one. So let me tell you this, when you are stepping out on faith and God is giving you a word, and my God, I'm speaking back to myself, when God is giving you a promise or a word or instruction to do something and he closes a door, sometimes it can be and feel disheartening. Sometimes it can have you questioning, did I really hear God? How many of you put your hand up if you ever question, like, wait, did I really hear God? Because how I'm going to host this women mentoring program and business networking thing, and you know who I'm talking to. How I'm gonna move out of state? I don't have extra money lined up in the bank. How I'm gonna do that? Listen, when God gives you a vision, he will make provision. He will provide. He would just go above and beyond, and he will have certain people right in place. And he told me that he was giving me like an Abraham type moment, right? Because what did he tell Abraham? He said, I want you to go to a city that you don't know. And that's what he did for me. He sent me out amongst people. Yeah, I knew a few people, but overall, this was just me obeying God, stepping out on faith. Like, I didn't know all the ins and outs. I was really holding on to faith. And my editor, shout out to my editor and new cover design, in case you haven't checked it out, the Stepping Out on Faith, Dare to Dream book and workbook. In case you haven't checked out the new cover design and or my children's book, Hayden's Happy, Sad, Sometimes Mad Feeling. I'm so sorry that the Instagram is not allowing me to be great to show it. And the workbook for Stepping Out on Faith, Dare to Dream. Will you put that in the comments for me? Stepping Out on Faith, Dare to Dream book and workbook. They are available on my website, which is Lifeline Coaching Services with an S.org. Lifeline Coaching Services.org. My books are available online. But my editor said, Peaches, you are literally stepping out on faith. You are living out your book. You are showing us in the natural and practical way of what stepping out on faith looks like. When you are willing to go beyond some of your natural things and trust God and stand on what he said. And God gave me that word the end of July. And in less than 3 months. It really only took like 2 and some in a few weeks. I was in my new place. Hence, you can see part of it. I was in my new place and God did that thing. And now here is a whole year of me being here. And I am amazed at the moments and the opportunities he has provided. And although I haven't done a lot of networking here yet, oh baby, last night interview, shout out again to the Real Room, the host Marie Turner, Pastor Marie Turner, shout out to her, my good friend, shout out. Let me tell you, that to me, I believe God was just saying the door is now open. You are now under open heaven, which he told me that a few years ago. And I'm telling you, and I want you to know that truly the best is yet to come. And I'm going to tell you, it's not going to come without a fight. Oh, your faith is still going to have to be recharged, and you're still going to have to keep holding on to God's word. You're still going to have to do the spiritual maintenance that's required, because the enemy does not want you to be successful. He does not want you to move forward. He does not want you to, he does not want you to go. Matter of fact, he wants to kill, steal, and destroy you. He wants you to abort your purpose and your destiny. He wants you to give up, but we can't, because we have so much to give out. We have so much lying within us. And I was sharing last night, had I not lost my job, had I not been diagnosed with cancer, guess what? I don't know if I would have taken the time to publish these books. And guess what? To be honest, so far I have a total of 5 books, right? And there are more coming. There are more ideas. And just like, look at your own life. Despite of the turmoil, despite of starting off having challenging moments, despite of you might even told your own self you can't do it. You might have had a point in your life in which you were feeling like you could make it. Hey, that's me. So I said last night, I didn't just survive breast cancer. I survived a whole lot of other things. I survived low self-esteem. I survived not recognizing my worth. I survived not valuing who I was. I survived not recognizing my beautiful skin. I survived that. So now that I've survived it, and now I'm on the other side of the pasture, and it's the green side. And now that I've overcame it, now God has placed me to be in a position to empower other women to regain their voice and confidence and faith that's been buried due to fear, anxiety, setbacks, and other disappointments. Why? Because somebody needs to know that they can make it. Someone needs that lifeline to know, I don't need to give up. Someone needs to see in a living example of how you might have started versus how it is, because you life may have started out rough for you, or you may have had a rough patch or rough season, but guess what? It doesn't have to end that way. It does not have to end this way. And I forgot to tell y'all, please like and share. Please like and share, even if you're watching a replay. Please like and share, because you never know, because life sometimes can be so hard that someone will need an encouragement. You never know who needs an encouragement. One young lady from my hometown mentioned, Peaches, I've always admired your faith. Guess what? I didn't know that. Whenever we saw each other, we would speak, but we weren't necessarily in the same circle of friends. So I would just see her sparingly. And that just blessed me and encouraged me. Someone is watching your life. I want you to believe that there are more for you than against you. Yes, haters come, but guess what? Eagles and chickens don't even hang out in the same circles. So for the haters, you allow the hate to motivate you to step out on faith and keep going. Hello? So I just wanted to hop on, and can you put 3 5s in the chat? 1, 2, 3. 3 5s in the chat if you would like for me to continue to show up on Fridays during your lunchtime. I might even at some point, I might decide to eat lunch, take my actual lunch break, use it as my lunch break for real, and eat while we talk. But I don't know. I don't know about that because you shouldn't talk with your mouth full. But hey, we'll see. But if you would love for me to come back and make sure I'm showing up and you are encouraged by this word, please put 5s in the chat to let me know and say Faith Day. Put 5, just 1 5. A 5 and put Faith Day. And that'll let me know when I go back to review this, whether people are wanting to hear some inspiration. People are wanting to hear maybe some tips on mental health, how to improve your mental health and your well-being. People want to hear other guests and hear how, although they're successful now, how they made it through those rough challenges. People want to hear that. And so I want to know, is that what you want to hear? Because it's no need of me showing up if I'm going to be up here by myself, right? Hello? But to be quite honest, because this is something God has birthed in me, I'm going to show up anyway. I'm going to create my own stage or what have. I'm going to show up because I definitely do love to empower. I definitely do love to encourage. I definitely love to evangelize. I definitely love to talk about God and his goodness. And even in the midst of challenges, I love to do that. Hello. And if you have not noticed, I'm rocking some pink, and I don't know if you can see my sign, but it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Okay, this is another shameless plug. Listen, ladies, get checked out, okay? Get your mammograms. 1 in 8 women are actually diagnosed with cancer. And, you know, I found out on the humble, but according to Romans 8:28, all things work together. But by me losing my job, look at that. By me losing my job, it caused me to gain my life. Hello? Because I didn't know that I had cancer. I didn't know. I went to the doctor because I lost my job, and that meant I was about to lose my health insurance. So I started going to the doctor. Hello? So please get your mammograms. Please get checked out. I hope that you will continue to step out on faith, trust God, and listen. I have some upcoming speaking engagements. I'll be speaking in Pittsburgh at a social work conference, and I'm excited about that opportunity. You know, last year when God interrupted my schedule, it was like, hey, prepare to move, cancel all your plans. That's what I had to do. And I'm glad I was obedient. He opened up that door again for me to be able to speak. Because when I was scheduled to speak last year in Chicago, but I had to cancel and obey. And it's important to obey God. It doesn't always feel good, but it's for your good. And normally after a little time passes by, he normally gives you a revelation like, I'm glad I did listen. So I'm actually glad I did step out. Do I miss my family? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I thank God that I obeyed him, and I want you to obey him. Whatever he's calling you to do, don't give up. Focus. If you've gotten a little distracted, hey, we all have. I know I have. We all have gotten distracted, right? Allow this message to be your reminder to get back on track, to realign, to go back to that drawing board, go back to that dream, that vision board, that journal or whatever. Go back to that, blow the dust off, and return to it and listen and be still in what God is telling you to do. He probably already gave you instructions, and you might just needed that extra push because you might have been contemplating saying, God, it's only like 70 more days left in this year. Like, how am I going to do this? And listen, I get it. I know. Faith doesn't mean that you're seeing in the spiritual, but not always in the natural. Walking and stepping out on faith is not for the faint of heart. No way. No. Listen, it's like making those confessions, declaring God's word and putting in the practical work And then you get to a point where God, listen, I've done my part. It's either you put a super on my natural or it won't get done. Hello? And the thing about God, He's not limited to our timetable. He's not limited to the way we may think it should be, the outcome. He's not limited to that. He's not limited to your education. He's not limited to your bank account. He's not limited because the world belongs to God. And we are His daughters. We are His chosen people. So He's given us access. He's given us favor. And so we can walk in our power and authority. So I pray this has blessed you. I just wanted to check back in. I don't see any fives now. I don't have my glasses on, but I can't see any fives in the chat to know if y'all have enjoyed this. If y'all would like for me to come back, please let me know. But either way, I plan on showing up, and definitely know that if you are interested in getting my books, Stepping Out on Faith, Dare to Dream, the book and workbook, they are again available on my website, Lifeline Coaching Services.org. Okay. And check it out. Check out the page and let me know. You make sure you email me or inbox me if you are needing of a confidence coach. If you need your faith and confidence boosted and activated, I have a slot for only 3 people. So that's it. So listen, you be blessed. You be encouraged. I look forward to seeing you on next week. Rock your pink. Ladies, get your mammograms. Like I said, I am Gladys Peaches Kenney. And I appreciate you taking time to stop by. Y'all have a blessed weekend. And thank you. Bye-bye. Please share this video. Thank you.